Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also give this video a like. So I thought I'd make a video about how, as a hand builder, I create a smooth foot on my pieces. I'm focusing on the leaf plate that I've been making a lot of currently. And I did notice that I would like the plate to be a bit smoother on the foot. So I take a 100 grit sandpaper and I place my piece on that paper. Here I'm just sort of figuring out how much I might need to sand off, how wobbly the foot is, and how perceptible that might be as it goes through its firings. And that I really don't want the plate to jiggle around, so I also want a kind of smoothness that I haven't quite been achieving in the first few batches. So I take the plate and I rub it up and down along the piece of sandpaper, and as you can see, I'm taking off very gently the bottom of the and flattening out the bottom of the plate. Until it's level. You get a feeling for what you think is level. Obviously there are lots of ways of doing this if you use a wheel. But this is, I think, the best way when you're a hand builder to just finish off the bases of your work. This is a much finer block sander, and I just take that over the base of the plate. And then with the dust, I'm wearing a mask throughout this whole procedure, but obviously you don't want to be breathing in this dust which contains silica. So I tend to sort of just tap that into a bucket. I'm wearing my mask. And I also thought it'd be a good opportunity to show you how I stack my kiln shelves, how I work out what size props I need before I put my pieces in the kiln. I don't want to take the risk of putting a kiln shelf on top and not having worked out that I've got the right height prop in place. So I put my pieces onto a kiln shelf, as I would inside the kiln. And then I take a stick, a piece of 2x1, or whatever timber you might have lying around to hand, and I just place that over the top and look and make sure that there's a tiny bit of clearance. When you're thinking about packing the kiln, you want to pack it as tightly as possible because this allows for a really efficient firing. But obviously you don't want to pack it too tightly that your pieces get crushed when you put the kiln shelf on. So this gives me the confidence that when I put my kiln shelf into the top loader, I'm not going to crush the pieces underneath. And then I thought I'd just put in a little note to self about checking the labels of the glaze that you're going to be mixing up. So this is a whole kiln full of blue leaves that I wasn't expecting to happen. It's a kind of happy accident, but I did sort of ruin the toad there that finally worked structurally, but the glaze went a bit mad. So I like this. People have told me they really do like the blue. It shouldn't look like this actually. This blue is a satin glaze of the same family, but it doesn't blend well with the gloss glaze that I use, and it's burnt out slightly, so I think it should be fired at a slightly lower temperature to get that satin finish. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and also give this video a like. And yeah, thanks for coming and having a look. Goodbye.